Hi there, that's right, Nick Dutch back on the camera yet again. Now, there's been some talk about Deism recently on the internet, and I decided to possibly even self-identify with the term Deist, but of course I've got to think carefully about how I'm going to use that phrase. There is a seeming contradiction within classical or traditional Deism in that it presupposes that God exists, God created the universe, then basically sort of let it carry on. You know, God created the laws of nature or the laws of the universe, and therefore didn't really need to get involved because creation was already perfect, and anything else that could possibly happen would be up to both nature and the nature of the creatures which steadily and surely evolved in accordance with whatever laws of genetics, DNA and evolution occur within the world. I personally am not sure whether I actually agree with this. We have no idea what was before the Big Bang, or we have no idea what really caused the Big Bang. Although there are many theories in physics at the moment, such as string theory, membrane theory, and all the rest of that, as well as I'm sure plenty of other theories which are out there. These are good models about the way the world works and about the way the universe works, and or possibly the multiverse and how the multiverse works, but we still do not know. Is it actually rational for me to say that because we don't know something, therefore we must say that we do know it, or it is worthwhile believing that a thing that we don't understand, that we choose to call God, then created it? I personally do not see that it is worthwhile me investing faith in that particular concept of deity. Yes, I've had a look at pandeism, I've had a look at panendeism, and panendeism seems to be more interesting because it allows for mystical experience and sees whatever God is as being something that is the universe and is slightly outside of and beyond the universe, and that there is something else to connect to and or believe in one way or another. However, it seemingly doesn't seem to answer all the questions because it is still a singular worldview, and I don't really see all the full justifications for it, to be quite honest. However, there is one main factor within deism that I actually like, and that is to use your own reasoning. That is why I feel that there is a intense contradiction within deism, because on one side of things there's the idea that you come to your understanding of God through your studies of nature, but then it presupposes what precisely is nature. Is nature the physical universe? Is it atoms, molecules, subatomic particles? Is it plant life, DNA? Or what? Is it also the workings of the mind, the subconscious, the id, ego and superego of Freudian psychoanalysis? Is it cognition? Is it behavioralism? What precisely do we mean when we actually say nature, and the study of nature brings you closer to an understanding of God? If I was to adopt or accept the title of trans-deist, which would probably be an incorrect title, because trans-deism, if I've understood it correctly, which I might not have done, refers to the actions of a pan-endeist when they are seeking to try and get some form of mystical experience. Pan-endeist is the spiritual belief, and trans-deism is the actions of the person who is the pan-endeist. To say that I am the action of a pan-endeist would actually be linguistically incorrect. However, it would be a reasonably good title for myself. When I do exercises such as prayer, I may use titles for an imaginary being that I choose to call God, such as Creator and Master of the Universe. And I could do this in order to try and create, through an excessive quantity of prayer, a variety of apparently supernatural or mystical experience, which will be defined by and characterized by the nature of the words that I use. For instance, if I was to choose the term God the Father, I would have a completely different variety of personal experience than if I was to choose the term God the Mighty or Conquering Deity, for instance. Any experiences that I have, be they psychological or emotional, are in fact personal experiences, but they cannot all be explained rationally. Some of them can be explained through changes in brainwave activity, auto-hypnosis, autosuggestion, and any extra add-ons through visualization and the rest, as well as adjustment in brain chemistry, possibly even the hormones going around the brain and body, and other biochemical or psychochemical reactions. Some of the experiences don't quite fit into that particular category, but we still cannot say precisely what causes them. So, am I therefore a trans-deist? Again, I'm not sure. If I'm going to be using my reasoning all the time, then I must be brave enough to be able to say I don't know. If I'm brave enough to say I don't know, then is it worthwhile me saying that I believe? When belief is a statement of being sure of something when you don't have enough information basically to back it up. Beliefs can be temporary, and yes, I would be able to adopt a belief during a particular mind-altering exercise such as a prayer, meditation, form of ceremony, and so on and so forth. What will be the purpose? To gain calm, peace, to insert a new idea into my mind, to build up certain aspects of my own character, and other useful psychological or hypnotic actions. But where does that actually leave my beliefs? Sure, I believe, so to speak, namely I have trust and confidence in the physical world, in brainwave activity, in brain chemistry, and also the complexities of the human mind. Do I actually have to believe in God to perform a mantra in which I'm using the words God the Father or God the Mighty or Conquering Hero? No, not at all. Do I actually believe in God? That's a big question, and it's one that I also don't have an answer for. Does it matter? Probably not. What kind of experiences can be gained? Some of them are interesting, some of them are psychological, some of them seem to overlap with things such as supernatural visitations, telepathy, precognition, and a wide variety of other weird things, including astral projection. Are all of these things real? We still don't know, but they seemingly can be experienced under some altered states of consciousness. So that is basically where I'm standing right now. Taking this into account, can I still put myself under the category of a deist? If a deist is a person who uses spiritual techniques and applies their reason and reasoning, yes.